Bitches.
What did that bitch say?
I have no idea. Something about you're listening to the charity strike.
It's like, no, my mother is not. No, I don't know what you said.
Stop talking about my mother's chi-chis.
Yeah.
Welcome back in, everybody. Still Gregory Ben Jones with Trigger Mike.
¿Qué pasa, putas?
El Pew, El Pew. And Daniel joining us. That's the intro is especially for him.
Oh, buenos dias.
You guys, don't forget, if you want to call live or if you're listening on the podcast, call and leave a voicemail and give us peace of your mind. It's 805-419-3679. It's all you got to dial. Nothing fancy. No bullshit 800 numbers, because that's for losers.
Yeah.
And people
those
that
are
can
toll free.
it.
Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that. Hey, this is toll free. Cell phones don't charge.
Cell phones
long
don't charge.
distance.
Who doesn't have a
on.
cell phone? We don't want you as a fan if you don't have a cell phone.
Right.
Yeah.
If you don't have a cell phone, I'd like to know how you know what a podcast is.
Right.
Unless you lost your cell phone in the toilet over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that doesn't
I work great with this pod, but what's a cell phone?
What?
iPod. I work great with an iPod.
Oh,
but what's a cell phone?
I got it. We'll move on.
Yeah, I want to drive the Zamboni. Yeah, I want to drive.
Oh, as Mandy in the chat room says, Mike's got jokes. Yes,
That's right.
but they're not very good. And as Olivia said a few minutes ago, I fell asleep. Yeah. I can imagine why. Anyways, the one big hockey story of the day is the Kings have unveiled their new Luke Robitaille statue in front of the Staples Center. Here's what I like about this. The fucking Kings can stop putting their horseshit jerseys all over the Laker players every time they make the fucking playoffs.
Now they've got two. They've got two now. Gretzky and Robitaille, right?
Good. Stop putting your horseshit Kings jersey, your fucking hockey, on Magic Johnson and Chick Hearn.
That's right. Wait till there's a Kobe statue and put it on that.
No.
Yes.
No.
Please.
Is that what they do?
Yeah, you haven't seen that?
They've
No,
done
I
it
haven't
before, yeah.
seen that.
Yeah, whenever the Kings are like in deep into the playoffs and the championships, they put the fucking jerseys on the statues that are around Staples Center.
That's-
Well, big surprise, the Kings are not the bulk of the statues around Staples Center.
no shit.
The Lakers are.
Yeah.
So Magic and Chick wearing fucking Kings
Magic never
jerseys.
played at the Staples Center.
Neither did Luke Robitaille.
Yeah, he did.
He did?
Yeah, he was a king
No.
late in his career. Uh-huh.
Not that late.
And did Oscar De La Hoya ever fight at the Staples Center? I don't think he ever did, right?
No, but he's a
He was always
Mexican
in
hero.
MGM.
And Mexico equals L.A. So
Shouldn't he have a statue in Oxnard?
I think
No,
that's Mayorga.
That's where my statue is.
Does it have a proportionally sized dick on it? Just Daniel with a boner
Drinking a beer.
with his Kobe shoes on. Oh, it'll be a great statue when you die.
Yeah.
Put it above your grave, like, here lies Daniel.
Like who?
He always had a boner and a beer.
That's right.
His Kobe kicks.
Yeah.
Rest in pieces. Anyways, that's really the only hockey story that we need to talk about.
Hear my music.
Body's ready, my heart's on fire. I'm gonna push it over the wire.
I gotta start doing video on these, just so you can see Daniel's reaction.
I was like waiting for that.
So good.
Not much in the news for MMA this week, which is crazy because there's been a lot of crazy
Oh, thank
stories
God. Let's
going
move on.
All right, fine. Fine. Anyways, UFC 185 is this Saturday. Big
It's like
card.
Jerry Seinfeld got his nuts caught in a vice grip.
What's up with that? So this Saturday, March 14th, American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas. Poor UFC being in Dallas. Anthony Pettis will
Would they
defend.
lose a bet?
Yeah, they're like, damn it, we're going to Texas. Anthony Pettis will defend his lightweight championship of the world against Rafael Dos Anjos. Hey, I got that one right.
Hey,
Whoa.
you know, I was about to say, this is the first time you're able to pronounce a location that UFC is actually going to be in.
Because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not drinking.
Dallas,
That,
Texas.
and they're not in fucking Brazil.
Yeah.
No.
I did say a Brazilian's name right, though, so I'm good there. I got Pettis because he's just that badass. I don't think Dos Anjos does anything better than Pettis, other than wrestle, and if he takes it to the ground, he'll probably submit him. So there's that for you. Also, another title fight, double title fight on this card. Carla Esparza, not bad looking.
Carla,
Carla
I'm going to look her up
Esparza.
right now.
Esparza. She'll fight Joanna Jurdzic.
Well, she's
Sugar
ugly.
Jer-
That's
Sure.
literally how it's spelled. I don't know how to pronounce it. So She's obviously, I think, from Russia. So.
She's obviously a butch.
No, I don't think she's butch, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I think she's decent. She's all right looking.
Oh, Carla's not really of Latin descent.
She is.
Her maiden name is Carla Kristen O'Connell.
What?
Maybe she's married.
She's married.
Yeah, now she's Esparza.
She's dark in my eyes.
All right, well, that was just on Wikipedia. Let me look
Maybe
up
some of
naked
him is like
pictures.
rubbing off on her. Or
Yeah,
something.
maybe.
I'll rub off on her.
Maybe her dad was Irish, but everything else was Mexicana.
Oh, she's all right. She does look a little.
Yeah, like I said, she's
and Carla is a fairly Mexican name, so maybe Daddy was Irish, Mommy was Mexican.
They migrated to America. He's like, I'm changing my last name to O'Connell.
Top of the morning to you. Yeah, she's all
Top
right.
of the morning, essay.
I mean, she's no Ronda Rousey.
No, but she's not bad.
But yeah, no, she's
She's
cool.
a cutie.
I'd shoot 1 or 2 off to her.
You're right.
Who's she fighting?
She's fighting Joanna
You want to spell that for me?
JEDRZEJCZYK.
Oh, hold on. JED. Oh, I found it. Google filled in the rest of it.
It knows.
Thank God. All right, continue. I'm
So
gonna
you got
look
your
at-
back.
yeah, I'm not jerking to her.
So that'll be
I called it.
that'll be at
Yeah.
the strawweight title. The strawweight title, which is 115 pounds, if you can imagine a straw weighing something.
That's how much one of my loads weighs.
Right. I just unbatched a strawweight right there, baby.
Dropping straws.
Also on that card, amazing third fight. This would headline any regular FS1 card, or even it could headline a UFC card if the title fight fell off. It's Johnny Hendricks, the champion of the world at welterweight.
Is that a question?
No, the former champion of the world. I forgot that.
Ron Burgundy?
Hold on, I forgot that he lost it just recently. I forgot that he lost it his last fight. Welterweight title champion. Anyway, so Johnny Hendricks will try to make his way back to a title fight as he fights Matt Brown. Should be a scrap right there. That's a good fight. Matt Brown always brings it. So, Roy Nelson, big country, big old belly boy
yeah.
himself. He'll fight Alistair Overeem. Someone's going to get knocked out.
Whenever I
Probably-
hear Alistair Overeem, I always think of like some female
Oh, really?
part of the reproduction system.
I think of that time we went to Hooters and everybody cheered because he got knocked out because he was such a pompous asshole for the first minute.
I wasn't watching the fight.
Oh, you were watching Hooters?
He's watching
Okay.
Hooters.
I don't blame you. I was watching the fight. Chris
Sounds about
Carriasso
right.
will fight Henry Cejudo. Henry Cejudo is he's a guy who's talked about a lot because he was such an amazing amateur wrestler.
So who dat?
But he can't make weight at 125 pounds, so they're trying to he's in that limbo period where he's going to be great, but can he ever be consistent and make weight and get his shit together? As a wrestler, you think he'd have his shit together and can make weight, but apparently it's a little too hard now.
Wow.
And then also on the undercard, some great fights. Ross Pearson will fight Sam Stout. That's the main event. Wonder why? Probably because they'll throw about 130 punches each in that fight. And then Derek Cruikshank is making an appearance there. Jared Rolshalt, former champion at amateur wrestling as well. And then also on the prelim card, which is like the very bottom of the card, Anthony Pettis' brother Sergio Pettis, who puts on shows, is going to be there. It's kind of crazy that all the way to the bottom of the card, we got some great fighters going on.
Wow.
Be there, be square.
That's right. UFC 185 this Saturday on pay-per-view. I suggest you buy it. And when I say goes, you need it, you want it, go get it. That's the fighting news. Ooh. That's my new tagline.
Great story. Compelling and rich.
Thank you, Ron.
That's your new
Thank you
tagline.
very much,
Fighting
Ron.
news.
That's the fighting news.
Before we move on, I got to ask you, and I apologize to the fans for prolonging the MMA segment.
They need it.
A lot has been made over Ronda Rousey in the jerk fest of the century a couple weeks ago. Beat Kat Zingano,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
People are talking about, and I beat my meat into submission. Ronda Rousey versus Layla Ali.
What?
Fight of forever.
She would kill Layla Ali.
Well, it depends what kind of fight it's.
Well, it's not going to be a boxing match. That'd be dumb.
Scissor fight.
We're all winners.
Oh yeah.
I mean, but let's do a 2 out of 3 then.
Have you not seen this hype?
Let's do
that's been-
boxing, judo, and MMA, and then let's see who wins.
like one round of each or something.
But if you put him in a street fight, Ronda
Yeah.
Rousey's going to kill her.
That's not fair. Yeah, I have a
And
feeling.
that's how I look at real fights.
If her name was Layla Johnson,
right.
this
Yeah.
wouldn't even be in the conversation because her last name is Ali.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, a couple of reporters have asked her, like, oh, Ronda won, blah, blah, blah. And she, Ronda's great, stereotypical answer. But, like, who would win? And she, we're not even the same sport and this and that. And then she finishes by saying, I would never lose to a woman. So it's kind of like a...
She's saying she's a man?
Like a... Probably. A little jab towards Ronda to maybe potentially start something. But, I mean...
Start what?
Here's the
she
thing.
meets you in the street somewhere, she's breaking your arm.
Well, here's the thing. Layla is significantly larger than Ronda
Doesn't
Rousey.
matter.
And I don't mean that in a fat kind of way. It's just a bigger person. But, yeah, if they're going to meet in a fight, if you're going to have an actual fight, which I would have... If it's going to be rules, there'd have to be an MMA fight at that point.
Or even a street fight. A boxer can only win a street fight fight
Look,
with an MMA fighter.
Roddy Piper's not going to run over
it's
Goldust. We're not
essentially-
having a street fight here.
If it's a boxing match, a boxer's going to beat an MMA fighter any day.
Right.
That's fact. Any other type of fight, an MMA fighter's going to kill them.
Yeah.
Well, if they're
because
a
they
good
can
MMA
use
fighter.
every fucking weapon they have.
Well,
Yeah,
if this is to be a sanctioned fight and not be a boxing match, but a fight and sanctioned, it has to be an MMA fight at
Right.
that point.
Yeah.
That's
And
the only
there's
legal
no way that Layla Ali, no matter
No.
how good of a boxer she is going to beat Ronda Rousey in an MMA fight.
Exactly.
The only good thing that can come out of that is Ronda Rousey wins in 5 seconds instead of 14.
Right.
Well,
She sets a new record.
As soon as
I only get to
Ronda
jerk
like
once.
as soon as Ronda like kicks her, she'd be like, "What the fuck?" Like, I mean, that's like
Right.
completely foreign for
Yeah.
boxers.
You,
Yeah.
you can kick my balls in this sport?
My
Jesus
balls.
Christ.
Ronda would just walk up to her, throw her down, and armbar her within
Yeah.
like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care how much bigger Ali is than her. She can toss her. She's an Olympic judo player.
My thoughts exactly. And likewise, if they decide to make this a boxing match, Ronda Rousey's going to get her ass kicked.
Yes,
It's a boxing
absolutely.
match. She doesn't box.
She doesn't
She's been
box.
boxing for 3 years. You think she can box with someone whose dad is the greatest of all time?
I am the greatest.
Right.
Ba, 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 ba. Oh, he's not Ernest the Cat?
No,
Sorry.
just Cassius Clay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Cassius Clay.
Who's that?
Anyways, I think these people that are asking her these stupid questions need to shut the fuck up. This
Right.
is just a non-issue.
It was TMZ, right?
They should fight them.
They were one of them. They were
Right.
the
They
ones
had
that
to be-
started this, and then people
I was
started
gonna
asking
say
her
it has
about
to
it.
be TMZ. They're the only ones stupid enough to ask that
Well,
question.
and here's
douchebags.
here's how dumb of a question it was. They followed her from a building through a parking garage to her car, and she was getting to her car, and she actually said to the guy, she was being pretty nice, and she finally said to the guy, "I'm about to get in my car," and that's when you lose the interview.
Right.
Oh.
And he goes, "All right, well, Ronda Rousey just won. What do you think of her? She's great. What do you think about like you too?" And she's like, "Look, she's great, but it's a totally different sport." Blah blah blah, and then ends it with, "I'll never lose to another."
Yeah,
woman."
she made the thing that was going to get her on the air was saying, "I would never lose to another woman."
Yeah. Right.
She did the smart thing by saying that, but she knows.
They should have
She
kept the
knows what would
camera in her
happen.
face. I mean, she would have pulled like a Clubber Lang. Like, get those cameras out of my face.
Yeah, it's a dumb non-issue that I guess we have just made an issue by actually talking about it.
Yes.
Right.
I guess I should apologize for that. It's okay. Anyways, move on to real fighting.
At least she got my juices flowing. Like, what? No. What? So
Pissing my ass
yeah, let's get to some real fighting.
on the road to WrestleMania again. Figure we talk about the key to the galaxy.
I just picture Cody Rhodes doing his stupid shit when I hear this music.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason I chose Stardust
I know.
music. First of all, we'll talk a little Road to WrestleMania. The big guy. Sorry, that's too much. As soon as I said, I thought of you. The big match that hasn't been fully announced yet is the Intercontinental Ladder match.
Oh.
Here's what we got so far. Bad News Barrett, Dolph Ziggler, Daniel Bryan. Why are they wasting such good talent in this match?
Dang.
R-Truth, Dean Ambrose, Luke Harper, and of course, Stardust.
Stardust.
Here's the thing.
Hey, we got a shit guy in the main event. Where's all our good wrestlers? All right, we're putting
Right.
you in a ladder match.
Let's see how much
jeez.
talent we
We're
can
going to
stuff
shoot
in.
our wad early in the fucking card, and people aren't going to be cheering the later matches.
Yeah, let's see how much talent we can stuff into one mid-card match. Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler. What the fuck are they doing in this match? Dean Ambrose, fine. Stardust, and this is not because I think he needs to be higher in the card, but they just had Stardust versus Goldust at Fastlane with no real payoff.
Right.
And I'm thinking like, all right, this will lead to the big blow-off at WrestleMania, at which point Goldust will retire.
Yeah, because he cheated to win, and that usually means there's going to be another match, and
He
get some
cheated?
revenge. Remember, he pulled the tights.
Oh, okay. I was like, what did you hit him or
Pulled
something?
the tights.
Yeah, you like that.
Show me that ass.
Yeah.
Gold ass.
Look at my undies.
Cody, at the end of the match, I want you to pull his tights and show the fans his golden ass.
I thought Goldust won.